Hello, kids. Hello, pumpkins. Welcome to the Life of a Lali, where simple living meets a soulful charm. This is your getaway to the countryside, from sun-kissed mornings in the pergola to a fresh harvest in the garden. Whether you're here for farmhouse DIYs, delectable recipes, or how to grow your own fresh produce, stick around. You're in the right place, and you're about to be served. Welcome, pumpkins. Welcome, kids, to another vlog. This is episode 5. This video takes us back to, I think, around June when we started clearing out outside the orchards where my garden is going to be. We started burning down the bushes and shrubs that were out there. We made some blunders, we burnt some pipes, but we fixed that. We also, oh, picked up some, what's this, cow dung to be able to make fertilizer later on because I am going organic with my produce. Everything is going to be organic, and I am currently struggling because, oh, guys, organic is so tough. Like, it is tough, tough. I can't even explain it. Everything just takes so much time. Your sana, chemicals just might be a shortcut in farming, because I don't know how I'm going to sustain this if I'm actually keeping it a buck. I really don't know how I am going to sustain this. I'm going to actually possibly have to sit down and do more research about how to do like weed control, pest control. Yay, sana. Huh? Huh? No, 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 no. Yo, the amount of labor, of manual labor that comes with organic farming. And I'm complaining there, and it's a small scale. So I can't imagine how people, okay, and like with large plots, do it. But then again, if you've got a large plot, that means you've probably got enough money to hire more people. So more hands, more work gets done, I guess. But those poor farm workers, oh no, these problems are giving poverty and broke. That is what they're giving. Yeah, but anywho, we start cleaning. Me and my roommates, and I'm so delicious. We start cleaning outside, and then in the next video that I do of what went down outside will probably be us putting in the irrigation in. But right now we burn down all the fields, and we start bedding. We got a tractor. We hired a tractor from, there's a hiring company not so far from here. And they came in, they slashed the grass and raked it to one side. I think that took like a day and a bit of the following morning, because baqajukelwa nalivili, and then baphinda baphelelwa nayibhetri. Oh, they ran out of, the battery shut down, and oh, that was the following day though. That was time wasted the following morning when, no, I'm lying. It was on that particular day. On the first day, yeah. The battery just died out. We tried helping them, but it didn't work. So they had to get, their company had to bring them another one. Also got a tire puncture, and that also wasted time. So they had to come back the following morning to finish off. So they slashed everything, and then they raked as well and put all the stuff on one side, or at least they tried to put it on one side. But yeah, so that's what we're going to see. And my partner and I also took a walk around the property, just trying to plan out what is going where, why, when, you know. Some of the things that we spoke about at that time have changed right now. Eh, we are change as time goes by, which I think is normal because you can't really make up your mind in the first instance. You gotta be changing, problems are gonna arise, you're going to tackle it a different way. So yeah, that is this episode. Also, our Kenny G winner. We announced it on Sunday. Gia. Oh, Sana, she had a good time. She had a lovely time. I was so jealous, guys. I was so jealous. I was so jealous, but I was so happy for her at the same time. What do you mean you had like Kenny G here? Literally here. You breathing the same air and he's serenading you with his music? Oh, that's one of my biggest music influences. After, actually, before I gave birth, that is literally the most played artist throughout my pregnancy. And then post giving birth, that is the most played artist of 2023 on my phone, on my partner's little sister's phone, because she was literally at our house every month to come see her niece. And most of the time, the only way Pumpkin went to sleep was if you were playing Kenny G's music. I think Kenny G was her top artist for that year. Nagum, he was definitely my top artist as well. My little sister as well. Oh, guys, I'm so envious of people that have already seen him. But we move. We'll also get our time to shine at some point in life. But yeah. So congratulations to Kia. And I'm so glad you enjoyed the concert. Hopefully we'll have giveaways of this nature in future as well. I don't know, but it was her lucky time and she won and she enjoyed it. And I also love the fact that she went with her brother. Guys, I don't have a biological brother, but I wish I had an older brother. I really wish I had an older biological brother. I think that'd be so cool. That would have been so cool. But at the same time, I don't. It would have been cool, but I don't. Maybe like you hear, but you're not there the next day. But yeah, that's what we'll be covering this episode, kids. And then after this, I will see you. Like, guys, I am so tired. I can't remember the last time I was this tired. Also, farmers are generally poor people. Let me just say this here now. They are poor, tired people that always have to be tackling problems. No, I don't think these are not the problems I signed up for. I need other problems in life because these ones, no, I'm not designed for this. I'm not a strong soldier. I'm not. I'm not a soldier. But my life problems right now are giving poor soldier. But yeah, I'll see you kids next week. Next week, Bestie takes over the vlog. Next week, we start the big project. And week one of that big project was Bestie's takeover because at the time I wasn't that serious about content, taking content and whatnot. And she was like, if you are going to start a YouTube channel, I'm going to need us to actually be serious about this. And she was like, I'm taking over. I was like, okay, get my tea. Do you poo? And she did her up until she left me. And then I'll have to come over and take over. Otherwise, have a glorious weekend. I will be a slave, but you don't have to be like me. Have an amazing weekend, guys. I will see you next weekend. Have fun. Be safe. Also, kids, come on. Why did we stop with the bunsies now? Why did we stop with the bunsies? Come on, give me some bunsies, please. Also, comment. Do you guys not have questions? Speaking of questions, oh, guys, I'm rambling. But speaking of questions, I did say that I would share some things people should ask when considering getting a small holding. One of our biggest problems when we got here was the septic tank. We never asked how big the septic tank was. And within 3 weeks of moving in, we had to call it in because the tanks were full, blockade in the toilets. And it's only the toilets that feed into our septic tank. There's one on one side whereby it's the toilet in the cottage feeding to it, and the toilet in the guest bathroom in the house feeding to it. And then our bathroom has got its own septic tank. Everything else, the water goes out somewhere. There's trees all around the house. So something needs to be how do I say this in English? Something needs to be watered. Okay, that was easy. Vuyo, come on. Okay, it's been a long week. There was that. We called within a space of 3 weeks, we had to call it. And then within 2 weeks after that, we had to call it again because it was full. That pissed me off. And then after that, we probably went on for another 3 to 4 weeks, and then we had to call it in again. I was like, no ways. We were literally paying for shit. Literally. And we also had a problem with our one of our toilets in our bathroom. It was leaking. There was that. What else has bothered us up in this house? But the septic tank issue is the real issue because I think this one is 2,000 liters, and then the one on the side is 1,000 liters. Tell me who in there who would only have 3,000 liters of a tank? Why would a person even feel that? Jesus trust. Yes, those are problems. Sana andiyazi yasekhaya septic tank inoba ingakanani, but here's 3,000 and we must be living with that. At this point, I feel like paying for sewage there by municipality would probably have been better than this. But yeah, you guys get to see those problems. My dad used to yell at me when I go home and I fill up the tub. But yay, wena akho senti napha uyazi uba i-septic tank ifuneka silinde 3 weeks after we've called it. This is reminding me of that shit. Sana, some of my problems are giving hocha because what the hell? This was my first time seeing and opening the hole and seeing how small it actually is. On this day, Rumi and I started cleaning out and burning out outside. Where he is now is going to be my home garden. That's where I'm going to put all the stuff I'm going to plant for our own personal consumption. Guys, after this, it just went downhill from there. It's been going south ever since. Uyayibona le nto ndithi uyayibona le ndithi igobekile. Can you see the fucked up spine?
Also, does she have places to work on Saturdays?
Yeah.
Okay. All of them?
Yeah, because she's got 2 people that ask her to come in every second week. So she interchanges between the 2 of them.
So this place, you're going to need to start...
Hoeing.
Eh?
Hoeing.
Yeah. But... it's also a question of how many raised beds do you want?
About 6 or 7.
Only.
You're saying only?
How big are they? Yeah, Linda.
I know. So if you're putting a barricade there, ooh, I can actually fit way more than that, Tarazam.
This one.
Probably 10.
You can put more than that. This is a big space.
1,
And
2,
in
3,
fact, you know what?
4. But here's the thing, I don't want it to be crowded. I also want it to look good and feel good.
What's going to happen here is those are raised beds. Even if you're putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
And then there are routes to go about.
Yeah.
And then there also...
But this space here needs to be opened by the gate.
Which space?
Up. Going from...
I mean, I didn't even count here. Binbala up.
Okay.
That's why I was looking at this. Jongapa. Not Benny.
I had to move some of those things.
Oh, okay.
Dimlo. I actually haven't been this side since we moved in. Like the city Nolali that I am, after picking up Kaldang, I got into the shower, got ready, and went to have fun with other kids. This was nice. Back at the plantation, this is the walk we took around the property just to plan and where to put what, when are we planning on putting in what. So this was our strat meeting. After having so much fun, we were back to being slaves. This is our before. Jesus. The problem was doing anything with us also is that when uzagcina incinci lento nizoyenza and then yena ayenze into enkulu, because tell me, why are we hedging? Now all I wanted was for us to clean up here and put it in that pile, and then I started just pulling the dead stuff here. This is where we are. Nale party bendizoyenza apha nansi plus ngaphande ready for utshisa ngoku, but the girl is grilling me. Tell me why. Mna ufuneka ndireyikhe nditsale all the way there. Sisi sos Samvelo uzopruna nalo mthi welemon. Okay, siphelele apha kule ifile. Okay.
Not the lemons, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, son.
What do I say, Justine?
Awunokwenza apha, like I think right ngapho. Can you just do here? Like I literally have less than an hour left. Wena uyasirumbela omnye umsebenzi nje mina bengakhange ndiwucinge. I'm not going to lie to you, yes. Mna i-concern yami ibilapha, and I get that nam possibly ndimoyiqalileyo le ndawo. But you know, I didn't think it was that deep. Like I really didn't think it was that deep. The craziest thing is that whenever she does this, I will join in and will continue to finish the job. As you can see in Nalapa, I continued hedging nam. Gokuben City, we shouldn't be hedging. It be like that, Kesana, sometimes. meets after. On this day, we got the slashers to come through and start slashing everything down. And by this point, we had already asked our neighbor to not bring his cars around because we had plans of working outside. That was sad, but at least we tried our best and we also got something out of it. So, yeah, they slashed everywhere around the yard, and then when they were done, we got other people to create beds on the first orchard.